Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing great. In complete honesty, we live in a world where the varieties of cuisines, dishes, and food products that we have cannot be counted. This video is especially for you gourmands who indulge in the pleasure of consuming unhealthy food without understanding the long-term side effects that come along with it. Here we present to you the list of top 10 unhealthy foods that we consume every day. Number 10. Margarine. To start the list, we have margarine. And no, this is not butter. Many individuals tend to get confused between margarine and butter, often leading them to believe both are quite similar, when in actuality, they aren't. Any idea what is the main source margarine is derived from? Yes, it's palm oil. Nutritionists and scientists have indulged much in researching this oil, which leaves us uncertain about the benefits that this oil provides. In addition to this, another negative trait entails the production of palm oil being hazardous to our environment. Those are some very valid points why margarine is already something that you should not be adding to your next shopping list. But is it margarine better than butter? Marketeers have yet again leveraged human psychology by playing with our minds and convincing us that margarine is a better alternative than butter. With butter being derived from natural source and margarine being produced as an amalgamation of chemicals, we are often left to use our common sense and pick between the two alternatives. On a factual note, butter has been on our tables for thousands of years, while margarine has just been around for a few decades. The next time you need something to spread across your toast, pick butter. Number 9. Cereal. The food product that comes at number 9 is something we see more often than it should on our tables. The child's favorite breakfast and savior of every working professional is a common part of most of your breakfasts. Do you enjoy this quick-to-prepare breakfast? Of course, we all do. Enjoyment is fine, but let us look into what is actually present in a cereal to see if the product is really worth it. What are the main components that make up your all-time favorite breakfast meal? Sugar, artificial colors, and a load of BHT, also known as butylated hydroxytoluene. That sounds completely delicious, doesn't it? Because that's exactly what goes into our bodies every time we gorge on a spoonful of Reese Puffs. But on a lighter note, there are a few kinds of cereals that are good if consumed in moderation. These include likes of corn flakes and bran flakes, which use quite a menial amount of chemicals to their products, as well as no added sugars. Even though the thought of Honey Smacks may make your mouth water, switch up your cereals to avoid suffering the brunt of the ailments that come along with its consumptions. Number 8. Frosting. We are all guilty of stuffing ourselves with frosting at some point in our lives or another. May it have been to calm the pressure after a long stressful day or a quick solution to our terrible mood swings. But I kid you not when I say this, indulging in this delight from heaven is not as good as the temporary bliss it provides. Most of the frosting products are made up of propylene glycol as well as massive load of artificial coloring. That pretty pastel shades of frosting that you enjoy licking could result in the deterioration of your health in the long run. It's hard to quit the bad habit of enjoying this treat, but moderation is the key to always playing it safe health-wise. Number 7. Fruit juice. Remember the Capri Suns you've been sipping on since forever? Right from your kindergarten days to your beach trips, we've all been there. Wish to know a few facts on what is actually present in these sweet drinks? Sugar, some more sugar, sugar again, and a very little nutritive content, minus the fiber, which is also so detrimental to our health. But that being said, soda and fruit juice can somewhat be placed in the same category as they both are concentrated with sugar. But what about the flavors that they state come from fruits? Marketing yet has won again. Though they have placed tiny concentrations of organic fruit juice, most of it has added colors or flavors. In fact, the better the taste the juice provides, the unhealthier it is. A quick suggestion to you guys would be to skip on the Tetra Paks and cans and indulge in natural fruit juices that can be made by you from the comforts of your kitchen or in shops that make these juices in your presence. Number 6. Bacon. Another breakfast delight is what comes in at number 6. Bacon is the most common part of everyone's breakfast table, which is quite easy to make and also enjoyed by many. But why is bacon on our unhealthy food list? That's probably because eating strips of bacon is equivalent to drowning yourself in a variety of unhealthy fats. Apart from that, the grease causes tremendous damage to our digestive tracts, leading us to take constant medical checkups. To add to that negative effects, the nitrates and nitrates that are present in bacon when exposed to extreme heat, which happens when they are fried, hence making it carcinogenic. Uncured bacon comes to the rescue of all those bummed out bacon lovers out there. Even though uncured bacon is hazardous as well, the fat content is much lower than regular bacon. Enlightened so far? Hit the bell icon and hold on to your bowls of popcorn as we reveal the top 5 healthiest foods on this list. Number 5. Pancake syrup. How can we imagine pancakes without pancake syrup? We absolutely cannot imagine that scenario playing, but we assure you that with us telling you what exactly are the ingredients of your pancake syrup, you will think twice before drizzling it on your pancakes every morning. Firstly, when we say pancake syrup, we don't mean maple syrup, which is a better alternative out of the two. While maple syrup has natural origins, the pancake syrup is mainly made up of high fructose corn syrup. Now, what does that even mean? Remember the sweetness and high sugar concentrations present in your sodas? That's the same ingredient that is being used here as well. Even though this liquid sugar tastes amazing, honey is one of the best natural substitutes that must replace your sugar-rich pancake syrup off the shelves. Number 4. Potato chips. It's quite obvious that this food item was bound to make it to the list at some point in time. Now that it's here, without further ado, let's find out what makes potato chips an unhealthy product. Pringles, Lay's, Cheetos all equate to foodies' personal haven. While we crunch on these snacks sent from paradise, we do not tend to understand the calories and salt content the product is overloaded with. Only later on in life, when we are battled with obesity, do we realize that we were in the wrong. So before it gets too late, heed to our advice and try purchasing smaller packets of chips and go for the baked ones and not the fried ones. Number 3. Soda. The varieties of sodas that exist in the world are uncountable, leading us to gulp down more cans of sodas than are good for us. It all starts with just a sip, and in a matter of minutes, we've already downed 4 to 5 cans of these beverages. Would you like a can of soda? I'm sure you would. But would you like a can of chemicals, artificial flavors, and tremendous amount of sugar? I guess not. But what about diet soda? Isn't that a better alternative? In fact, diet soda is much worse than the regular soda, as the artificial sweeteners used to produce them are highly hazardous to our health. How scary is that? Let us not lie to ourselves and agree that most of us are quite addicted to the sweet drink and cannot stick to limiting ourselves to just a few of them. But is this addiction all worth it in the end? Definitely not. Soda can be replaced with healthier alternatives such as tea, coffee, and the healthiest drink of all time, water. Are you all ready for the top 2 unhealthy foods? Buckle up as we reveal the top 2 products that you'll definitely be cleaning out of your kitchen after you've heard the negatives about them. Number 2. Canned foods. With many of us constantly hustling, we often end up neglecting our health and try to pick up eating habits that are quicker and not healthier. A major trend is the practice of eating canned food. Yes, it definitely helps save time, but does it truly safeguard our health? Vegetables and our fruits are constantly emphasized not by just our doctors, but as something we are also taught at school. But what we are often not specified is that canned ones aren't as efficient as the organic produce. In fact, could be considered a lot more dangerous to our health. But how are canned products hazardous to us? Vegetables and fruits do not last fresh for long if preservatives aren't added to them. Preservatives contain a lot of chemicals that aren't good for our bodies. Most canned goods contain something known as BPA, which is carcinogenic in the long run and also is said to cause diabetes. There has been quite a lot of backlash faced by the canned companies after the negatives that came from BPA were released out into the open. The companies have since started looking into healthier alternatives to replace this. Before it's too late, make changes to your eating habits. Stick to what is fresh and organic, even though it's more time-consuming. Number 1. Coffee creamers. Woohoo! We have made it to the top of our list. Any guesses at what the showstopper of this list is? You may have assumed sodas or crisps would have taken their place here, but you'll be definitely shocked to know it's none other than our regular coffee creamer that comes at number 1. Coffee creamers, though they may have high resemblance to milk, are completely fortified. You cannot even fathom how many chemicals are required to manufacture it. It is said that the longer the length of ingredients your creamer has, the higher is the need for you to get rid of it. The amounts of sugar that is present in the creamer, no doubt, is surely one to give you diabetes in no time. Canola oil, which is one of the worst types of oil to exist for human consumption, is also present in creamers. Almond milk or natural milk are better alternatives to this damaging food product. That's all for today, ladies and gentlemen. Hope this video was an eye-opener to all of you and hope you focus on more mindful eating choices by replacing the unhealthy, processed foods on your shelf with foods that is fresh and organic. Do make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to our channel to be amazed by our next video. Ciao peeps! Video.